Pleasant morning, all of you, my dear students. Sixth standard. Welcome to the online class, sixth standard. History, lesson number 6, Christianity and Islam. In the introduction, first question they have asked, do you know why India is called as a secular country? So because India is called secular country because different religions live here in harmony. So that's why we can say that India is a secular country. It means it has given importance for all the religions to live in the country. Next, various happenings in the medieval Europe and Asia did affect India, the rise of Christianity and Islam. So in this chapter we are going to learn about the two important religions, teachings and their life history. So that is about Christianity and Islam and their growth and influence. And competencies, we can understand the teaching of Jesus Christ and Prophet Muhammad, okay, and their life story. And now let us come to the lesson, Christianity. The founder of Christianity is Jesus Christ. Okay, Jesus Christ is the founder of Christianity. And when we come to his life history, Jesus was born in Bethlehem. His mother was Mary and father was Joseph. And when he was about 30 years old, he left home and moved from one place to another place, serving the weak and the poor. Of course, Jesus was born in one of the poor family. And after when he crossed the age of 30, he started his preaching to the poor as well as by serving the weak in the society. For him, compassion and love was the essence of religious life. Okay, he preached through parables. Parables means some of the short stories. Okay, so his teaching was very simple, and that was compelled in the religious, Holy Scripture is called Bible. Bible is the holy scripture of Christianity or Christian religion. So like that, other religion also will be having holy scriptures. Like Bhagavad Gita is the holy scripture of Hinduism, and like that, Quran is the holy scripture of Islamism. So like that, every religion has their own holy scriptures. Okay, so they are telling the founder of Christianity was Jesus Christ, who lived about 2000 years ago. Okay, he was lived 2000 years ago. And we can also understand, so Jesus had many followers. There were 12 disciples. And when he was preaching, so day by day, the enemies also increased. Jesus was, of course, he was accused, and finally he was crucified on the cross. That day is remembered as a Good Friday, and where he was crucified on the hill of Golgotha, and he was beaten and taken to the hill called Golgotha. Okay, there he was crucified. So that day, every Christians remembered as a Good Friday. And now let us understand about the teachings of Jesus Christ. So already I told you, teachings of Jesus Christ was very simple. He told we are the children of God. So my dear students, we all are children of God. So there is no discrimination among religion. Totally we are children of God. Even though we belongs to different religion, we are the children of God. And we are siblings. It means we are brothers and sisters. We are actually belongs to one family. He called upon the people to lead pure life without committing sins. Sins cause us to, or sins leads us to hell. And he said that pure life is very important to get heaven. Love your neighbor as yourself. How you love yourself, your body, and at the same manner you have to love your neighbor. Okay, and he says that if you love your neighbor, that you make sure that you are loving me. And he also told that when someone slapped on a cheek, show the other. Okay, so you should not repeat that. You should show another face also. Service to mankind is service to God. He strongly believed that service or helping to the human is helping to God Himself. So they were some of the in simple teachings of Jesus Christ. At the same time, after his death, so how the Christianity grew or how the Christianity spread. So he had 12 disciples. So these 12 disciples started to preach about Bible or teachings of Jesus Christ with enthusiastically. As a result, many Christian communities and many now charity group, or we can say that many trust. Okay, so many charity group even who have served now in charity group Mother Teresa. Okay, like that many charity group came forward to spread Christianity. So in Roman, especially if you take in Rome, so the Roman Empire name called Constantine accepted Christianity and made he made official religion in his state. Okay, so that is Constantine. He accepted Christian teachings and made official religion in his state. And of course, Rome, a city of Italy, became the center of Christianity, where Renaissance took place. Okay, so where lot of scriptures were brought, okay, from Europe to Italy, and Pope is the supreme head of the Christian Church, and many Christian missionaries spread the religion. So that's what I told. Missionaries, charity groups. Okay, some of the disciples started. So among the disciples, we can say that Saint Peter was one of the prominent disciple who spread Christianity, and here some missionaries also spread the teachings in the Roman Catholic Church became very powerful institution. With this, the power of influence of the Pope also grew more, and even many education centers were established by the Christian missionaries. Okay, so that is about Jesus Christ. Next, let us understand about the religion Islam. Islam religion is also one of the ancient religion, and where took birth even in the Europe and Asia. Okay, so Islam religion, the founder of Islam religion was Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad was the founder of Islam. He born at Mecca in Arabia. Mecca is there in Arabia. So before the rise of Islam, there were several tribal groups in Arabia, and of course there was no unity among them, where the people committed many sins, and they were worshipping nature, and they never knew about who is God. And so there, of course, the life condition was not good. The life of the people was pathetic, and where the people were not living pure life. So later on, when Muhammad now started to preach about Islamism, of course, the people of Mecca and Medina and understood the pure life, and they started to follow Prophet Muhammad. Okay, Muhammad and from Muhammad teaching. And what was the life of Prophet Muhammad? Muhammad's father was Abdullah and mother Amina. He had lost his father during his early age, before his birth. Okay, so before his birth. So initially he helped his uncle. He had lost his father before his birth. Initially, what happened? He helped by his uncle. He was a businessman. Later, he got married with a rich widow by name Khadija, and Khadija employed him, and finally she got married to him. By seeing his simplicity and honesty, she married to him. So from the age of 40, Muhammad used to engage himself in a prayer and meditation. So he used to go near the here no some of the mountain. I mean one of the mountain, and he started meditation and prayer. In that course of time, he was actually heard the voice of no Allah, and whatever he had experienced, he started to preach to the people. In course of time, he had begun to preach the message of God. So, okay, so the Quran, the holy book of the Muslims, so that was compiled, whatever the voice he has got, he has received from Allah, so that was written in the book name called Quran. Quran is the holy scripture of Islamism. Okay, it contains some messages. It is in Arabic language. Now slowly teachings were accepted by many since Muhammad, by Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad. And some of the people, there were some enmity, there were some enemies who also started to oppose the teaching of Muhammad. And when he lived, especially in Mecca, and there I was also planned, I mean, many people also planned him to murder. At that time, Prophet Muhammad escaped from Mecca to Medina, or he moved from Mecca to Medina. This event is known as Hijra Shaka or Hijra. So that is the Muslim era, where here the Muslim era starts. In the even Hijra era is accepted as one of the calendar of the Islam religion, where especially Muhammad moved from Mecca to Medina. That event is known as Hijra Shaka, that year. Okay, that event. Now the people of Medina, of course, welcomed Muhammad, and later Mecca was captured by Medina people. Muhammad, of course, he forgave all the enemies, and idols were removed. Idol worship was existed before, so now it was removed. In short time, the Islam spread in entire Arabia. So like that, then he went to Medina, and Medina people welcomed him, and Medina people also gave support to him, and finally, so he started to preach, and for even Mecca was conquered by Medina people and Medina. And later on, so all the people of Mecca and Medina accepted the now preachings of Islam religion. So now let us come to teachings of Islam. So their teachings were simple. There is no other God except Allah. Muhammad is his prophet. We can say that there is no other God except Allah. Allah alone is the God. That is their belief. God should not be worshipped in any idol form. God has no idol form. It means he is not visible. He has no any image. Next, every Muslim should become a servant of God. Be honest. All human beings are equal. Okay, they should be very honest. They should not cheat. They should not lend money. They should not eat pork. Okay, they should not commit infanticide and consume alcohol. It is all against the Islam religion. Then every Muslim must perform their prayer 5 times per day. Okay, so that is their duty. Okay, with the direction of Kaaba, and fast during the Ramzan time. Okay, in the month of Ramzan, they should fast. Okay, so next, of course, the rich should compulsory give charity. That is called zakat. Okay, Ramzan means every Muslim must perform prayer 5 times per day. Okay, that is Ramzan. Okay, sorry, not Ramzan, namaz. Okay, Ramzan means it is a fasting days. It means they must fast. They must now have fasting during the month of Ramzan. Okay, and zakat. Okay, zakat means they should give alms to the poor. Okay, and these are some of the important teachings. Okay, and Hajj means they have to visit Mecca during their lifetime once. Okay, being a Muslim must visit Mecca. It is a pilgrimage place. Mecca and Medina are the 2 important pilgrimage places of a Muslim religion. Okay, so like that, the teachings of Christianity and teachings of Islam religions were very simple, and of course today they have become now important religions. Many of them, many people accepted both the religions, and today we can say many people followed these religions in the world. Okay, thank you.